it's a Geo Sport. I don't know if it was the sport trim, but it's hold on, I'll just show you.
I'm still stuck on the stud comment, and much respect from me to Slim, but that was funny as fuck. I'm pretty sure he would laugh too if he was funny. I'm sorry. That shit was hilarious. Let me move to the next person to stay focused. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Erica Nicole.
Wasn't there from the start.
Don't like her because I know you know her.
Just don't trust her. Erica is a messy talk to the T. She doesn't give me genuine. She doesn't give me genuine vibes. She gives me like she's cool until she's not. This is the car. That's the car that we had helped Slim get. So that's a Geo.
It get point A to point B.
Yeah. All right.
I'm trying to find the positive. Y'all don't fucking beat me up. Y'all better not beat me up in the motherfucking comments.
Yeah, she gives me vibes like, oh, she's good. She's cool until she's not, right? Like, she's cool enough to get everything she needs out of you, and then it's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna end bad.
I'm gonna delve on that a little bit more, but again, I gotta make sure I stay focused on the game because you make sure I put that on the paper. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Poozy.
Wasn't there from the start. Poozy confuses me. Poozy confuses me. I think.
Sorry.
No, I think there's a lot that Poozy needs to heal from, and I think that. I guess I do be finding it uncomfortable that Poozy's life be like used as content, but it's not on the people that use it because she shares it, you know what I mean? And she even puts it out there herself at times. But I think I be feeling more so sorry for Poozy than being entertained by it.
I can't even comment on that because I mean I'm not gonna lie, Poozy life do be confusing. Love me some Poozy, but it be up, down, all around. I can't keep up. So when I can't keep up, then I'll keep up that day. But after that, I can't keep up. So I get it. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Bella.
Don't like the hoe.
And
Bella's weird. Bella's fake. Bella's big. Bella's messy. Bella's conniving. Bella's scandalous. She is. Bella's weird. Bella is unpredictable. You don't know what her intentions are. You just never know. She's a wolf in sheep clothing. When Bella's caught, she takes no accountability for absolutely nothing. She just finds a way to get back in there. And I don't think Bella F with anybody genuinely. And if she do, it's to me, maybe it's a pickle she wants to suck. So far right now, I feel like the only person that Bella truly and genuinely cares for is Blaze for obvious reasons. And that's it. That's how I feel about Bella. And I do think drawing a mole on your head every morning is weird. And sometimes forgetting to put it there is even more weirder. It sweating off when you're in the gym is weird. I think somebody named you Shirley and you were born in the 90s. It's weird. I don't like Bella.
Could you tell us what those obvious reasons are you feel that she holds Blaze down?
Because she likes him. It's cringy. I don't care if I am trolling. If I'm married, I'm not trolling with another man, especially a married one. And vice versa. It goes for him too. It's weird. It's inappropriate. I mean, I know I'm a wild card on here, but I'm not married either. Because if I was, yeah, a lot of shit just wouldn't be going on.
Let's get back into some more platform questions for a second. Okay. So I don't choke on my drink. Your ass is hilarious. And we just started for those that are tuning in. So we got a lot more left to go. Ooh, what is your type in dating?
So I'm into women. And my type in a woman is, my preference is stud, right? I need somebody with some masculinity. But I really like femmes, like really, really like femmes. I just can't see myself in a relationship with them because a feminine woman would not be able to run anything with me. So I like studs, but I like strong studs, like very confident, stable in every way, very sweet and attentive, great providers and protectors, somebody that makes me feel safe. They're not judgy. I don't have a, like, when it comes to looks, I don't really have that much of a preference. Just don't be shorter than me. I'm 5'3.5", so just don't be shorter than me.
Oh, you shorter than me. I'm 5'5". Fun size crew, hey.
Just don't be shorter than me, and don't be too huge. And don't do cringy stuff. Like, don't do cringy stuff.
All right. So are you really done with men entirely, or would you consider yourself bi?
I'm done with men entirely.
And I did have a bounce off question from that. Are you done with men entirely from the situation that happened on the app? And I don't want to talk specifically about it because that is very triggering.
Girl, hell no. That shit wasn't nothing. No. I just don't like men.
All right. And do you have a favorite content creator?
Yes. Brenda.
You motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Brenda funny as a motherfucker. But Brenda's really your favorite content creator?
Yep, number one.
Shout out to Brenda. And no, you're not gonna charge me for that shout out either. Brenda be fucking killing me. I'm not even gonna lie. Brenda be fucking killing me. That girl will charge you to breathe on her. Like, fuck that. But shout out to Brenda. Okay. So what are some deal breakers for you in dating?
Cheating. I don't cheat. I don't like it. Cheating. Not being able to communicate. I hate people who communicate poorly. Bad hygiene. I need you to be able to take care of yourself. Care about yourself, you know? And I don't people like people that's broke.
Damn, that was a question I had. Would you date a broke man?
No, I wouldn't date a man, period.
I mean, wrong. A broke woman. I'm sorry.
Yes, because those things can change, right? If I like everything else about her, those things can change as long as she's like driven enough.
Okay, let me go ahead and cross that question off. So, all right. How did you get into sports betting?
I was dating this guy named Ernest, and he used to sports bet. He still do, but now he's a little major. Like, he's charging $500 for his picks. He has a business doing it and all that stuff. I started off with him. I didn't know what a touchdown was, a field goal. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing. But when I seen the amount of money that he was making, I got really curious, and that's how I got into it. And I started playing.
Do you have a favorite sports team now that you're sports betting?
I don't have a favorite team. In college, I have a favorite coach, which was, Alabama's coach. He's not there anymore. Nick Saban. And then for NFL, I have a favorite quarterback, which is Tom Brady. He's no longer there. So no, momentarily no. I really like Lamar Jackson, and I like what he brings though. But I don't have a favorite. No, the team I enjoy watching the most though in college is Alabama and Georgia. I like those two teams. And in the NFL, I love when Miami Dolphins play. They put up such a fight, although they don't really go for it, but their fight is nice. And Baltimore, I like the Ravens. I don't like Philly, and I don't like Kansas City. And I don't like Dallas Cowboys. Their fans are delusional and they're weird. And that's it.
So what would you say is your biggest turn on?
Biggest turn on is somebody that's into more than just looks when it comes to me. Somebody that's into more than just anything sexual when it comes to me. Like you're actually into me. That's my biggest turn on. Like you have a real deep interest in me.
I feel that, and I'm not trying to sound cocky or center, but it's like when you cure all the comments about big ass or I would do this to you and do that to you, that shit gets old. It's like, but when you hear somebody that's like, I want to, I want to get to know about your dreams, your goals, and aspirations, it's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, let's talk. Okay. All right. So let's get some more messy questions and then we're going to get back into the game. What happened with franchise?
Um, I think that franchise didn't understand what Messy Talk was all about. And she came in thinking that she could create a platform off of Messy Talk and she could keep up all this mess but remain safe. Franchise is behind a lot of like BS. She was behind a lot of drama and people confiding in her and her telling it to the next person. I don't know. I just think she fucked up there. She's being messy. She's messy. That's it.
And if you and Braid aren't speaking, how did you have a convo with him recently about how boring messy talk is and to stop participating in it?
We never stopped speaking.
So was that for the app?
No, we just never stopped speaking.
So maybe I'm wrong as a viewer. I thought it was understood that you were blocked and that y'all weren't fucking with each other no more. So you saying that never happened?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I heard you ate Edwin up yesterday. Why?
Because he was interfering in shit that did not pertain to him, and he needs to go away.
And it was the braid shit.
Yeah, it was the braid stuff. But even if it wasn't braid, I would have done the same thing as long as I was up on that panel. He does that a lot.
Okay. I'm glad you asked that question, Corey, because that is on the messy list, so we might as well get that out the way. For the record, are you the opposition?
No.
Do you know who is participating on that page?
No.
That was a very long pause, HB.
No, I don't know.
Do you have an idea of who's participating on the page?
I'm almost 90% sure. After, yeah.
Is it more than one person?
No.
It's one person.
Mm-hmm.
Is it somebody that we all know?
No.
It's a common cousin? Because they know everything, so they gotta be in the scene somewhere.
I don't know if I call it a she. Well, yes, she used to be on panels. Kind of.
How do you feel about people saying that you are the opposition?
I think they're stupid because I sit there and hold conversations with opposition. I did yesterday for 8 hours.
Do you think it's Icon Peach?
No.
Okay, I'm not gonna go off a list of names. I just know that was a heavy name that was in the streets, but I just throw it in there. Okay. Next messy question. And this is a broad question, so I know you can go 4 different ways with how you answer this. But how in the fuck do you end up with all this tea?
I provide a thing called Messy Mail, and people anonymously just sends the tea. And then I put it out there. And some stuff I just dissect or whatever.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna wait for that question. Would you still consider yourself having mad days still in some people from the situation with Black Chicago?
No, absolutely not.
So you completely rested that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. One more messy question, and we're going to get back to the game for a little bit, lighten it up. How do you feel? We're going to save that one. Yeah, we're going to save that one. What turns you off from men?
Everything.
Like every girl they fine. You don't like the veins and the nice pretty
I don't
hair.
like shit. Nothing.
So you really just like pussy. I'm not gonna say that word. I gotta remember. I gotta be
I
interview
like
style. You like the veg fully, and you like.
not just the
So
that.
do
That's
you
like
like
women.
backpacking, or do you like? Do you also like? Do you partake in eating?
So far just eating, and then the other thing because I've never used or had the backpack thing used on me ever.
You've never had a backpack?
No, my first time ever being with a stud was last year, and that was the only time I have not been with one again.
Okay, wait, that's kind of a good thing though, because I mean, it's probably still tight writing on site.
Hmm.
Period. She said, mm-hmm. Let's get back to this game before it gets too nasty up in here and they try to take me. So they have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Again, the game is when I say they have a special place in my heart, HB will either say they were friends before, she still has love for them, or they're still friends now. That's her bookie, or she really, just fucks with them for real. She don't know where to put them in a box, but they somebody that she fucks with, or they weren't there from the start, indicating they're at a friendship and it's deaded over, never being revived. They were never friends to begin with, or she just clearly doesn't know who that person is, and she will clarify which one. So they have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Kappa.
Wasn't there from the start.
Now I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna sit that one because I had a question about that, but I'm gonna sit that. So don't expound on that one yet.
Okay.
They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Nosy.
Wasn't there from the start.
You never liked Nosy?
I liked her. Yeah, I did. I liked her at a point. Um, yeah, I liked her at a point.
So where did it fall out, if you don't mind me asking, or where did the like
The fake
stop?
shit. I don't like how flawed she had become. Her true colors started to show when she truly got on Messy Talk, and it was awkward. She had an awkward way of choosing sides or playing it safe, and it's just weird. She has a control issue too. Much like a lot of the content creators on Messy Talk, they can't control you or whatever. If they can't get you to subliminally do or like strategically do their dirty work, they kind of exit you out or find a reason not to like you without telling you directly.
I understand. I ain't gonna lie, my spirit was saying move on, but my brain is saying it's something else there. So what did she do to you for you to feel that way? Or was it just
She
watching her, period?
she she responded to Kiana came up one day and said, HBB talking about you, and you always up here defending her. And she went in, like on me though. And it was pissed. And Nosy's always the person that's saying she don't take dry bones, she don't go off of things she don't hear herself. So to hear that coming from Kiana, who at the time I was at odds with, I just thought that was just something. You're intelligent enough to know better, and I felt like that's just something she wanted to do. I couldn't respect it after that.
All right, I feel that. Well, speaking of, you already mentioned the name. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Kiana.
Weren't there from the start.
And where did that fall? Because I know I did see you in their panels a little bit. So
I
was
didn't
it
like Kiana even when I was in her lives. Much as I was not a content creator.
Yeah, that's networking for your ass. People don't know what networking is, but it's just like being on a job. You hate half your coworkers, but I still got to show up because it's
Yeah.
my job. So why don't you like Kiana?
Something's wrong with her. Like, something's seriously wrong with her. And I'm not just saying that in like a shady way. I mean, like, something is seriously wrong. She really need help. But I think it's a pride thing or whatever that's in the way. But she really needs help. I think she's truly unhappy for deeply rooted reasons, and she needs to seek help on a serious tip.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people have said in some of my interviews that people have been playing in my face. Out of all your responses, I don't feel like none of you were playing with. I feel like you were dead ass serious. Like, and with you just saying that, I don't feel like you were playing at all. So you didn't need to reiterate that. I feel like you were dead ass serious. Like, okay, they have a special place in my heart. They weren't there from the start. Rizzy.
Special place in my heart.
Shout out to the wisdom over here taking over everything, taking over for the 99s, 2000s. That's what I was gonna say. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Glock.
Wasn't there from the start. I don't really know Glock. She just came around bothering me late last year. And that's another person that has got a problem. I think hers is a substance of some sort. Something's not right. Something's just not right. It's too obvious. It looks familiar.
HB.
I think it could be monetary reasons. I could think it could be the back-to-back losses. I think it could be a combination of both. Something's just not right.
I was gonna ask why you felt that way, but you already expounded on it. So you feel like the financial shit that's been going on recently made you feel like it was something else involved. Okay. I would say this because I just in my spirit. I know Glock has always played. I don't personally feel like from interviewing her that she is on it. But again, this is your interview and I respect your opinion. So they have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Manny.
Got a special place in my heart. Manny is my 850 sister. So, I like Manny. I'm sorry. He's messy, but I understand him.
All right, and I hope she don't kill me, but they have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. $2.
Special place in my heart. $2 for entertaining. She's never really done anything to cross me or anything like that. I like $2 a lot.
Shout out to $2, because girl, you better not strangle me. I was like, if she say something left, $2, go strangle me, because she over here in these comments. All right, so they have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Sh3go.
Wasn't there from the start.
Don't like her, or you don't know her for real?
I don't have no real issue with her. It's just don't know her for real.
Okay. So Sh3go, you better not come after me, because she don't know you enough to make an opinion. Don't do that. Because that's why I said to put an expound, because they're going to be like, why she said that? That's why I said make sure you put an explanation on it so they know why. They have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Let's do 2 more. Frankie.
Wasn't there from ever. She wasn't there from the start.
Now, I do Frankie and Bella separate because they are 2 different people. Now, is it because they associate with Bella, or is it because they have personally, you don't fuck with them because of another
No, they're
reason?
not disassociated. We only know Frankie because of Bella. When we hear Frankie, we hear Bella. When we see Frankie, we see Bella. I don't like that Frankie doesn't have a personality of her own. I think Frankie can be funny and entertaining on her own if she was able to get off the coattail of Bella. I think that takes away from her damn near completely. It makes, I don't know. And I don't like how she sounds.
You don't have to say, I don't know. I mean, that's your opinion about her. Again, any opinion you have about anybody on this panel, this is, like I said when I started, this is your platform. This is your space for people to hear how you truly feel, just for my viewers and your viewers combined. That's the only difference. So they have a special place in my heart. Last one, again, before we get back to the questions. But they have a special place in my heart, or they weren't there from the start. Susu.
A very special place in my heart.
Shout out to the Susandras, and we will get back into the questions. All right, so Heartbreaker. Let's go backwards this time. We're going to do messy and then platform, because you did say some things during the game that kind of stuck out to me that questions, again, were already about. So explain your love-hate relationship with Kappa.
I just don't like her. She doesn't like me. She never did. I really don't know. I really don't know what it is. I don't know. I got into it with Petty Row one time, and she came up calling me hoes and stuff. And it just went from there. Every now and then, it's like I can coexist with her, but she'll make sure that it goes left. When it goes left, it'd be a lot of look shaming, and I don't know. It's just always that. I really don't know.
So I did hear Kappa say before in the past that you and her have a love-hate relationship. That's why I use that terminology. So on your end, would you feel it's the same way, or it's I just don't like her?
No, there's no love. It's a tolerate hate relationship. I don't know her to love her.
Well, damn. Okay. So understandable. Do you think that there will be ever a chance for y'all to have conversation of understanding in the future?
I don't think it's necessary, no. There's nothing I can do for her. There's nothing she can do for me. And if the outcome is an income, it's like, what am I associated with you for? So, no, I wouldn't see it being necessary.
Now I'm gonna have to put that on a t-shirt because even though I love me some Kappa and I'm always gonna love me the llamas, and I wish that y'all can have an understanding that outcome isn't income. That's a bar. That's something that that's a standard that I would live by. Like if the outcome ain't income, I ain't fucking with it. Gonna go ahead and write that on my paper. All right, so do you regret the funerals that you've done with in the past, and are you really done with them? I know you said that you were done with them, so you don't have to expound on that, but do you regret doing them?
No, don't regret them.
Can I ask why, just a little bit? Like, why you don't have any regret in going that far?
I was supposed to. I mean, I don't regret them. I knew what I was doing before I did. I don't do things that I'm going to regret later. I learned in elementary school to stop and think about the consequences, the repercussions, and all of that stuff. Everything I do, I think through thoroughly before I do so. So, I mean, just about everything that I do. So, no, I don't regret them.
Well, that answers another question I had on here because I said, do you have any regrets on the app? You answered two questions in one. So thank you for that. So where did you and Rose's issue start over?
Give her.
Huh?
I was thinking somebody for a gift.
Oh no, you good. I said, where did you and Rose's issue start over? Because I do know that you all, it seemed like if not made amends, had an understanding, but then it restarted again with Bree. So in between the situation where she called the clinic that you had went to and Bree, where did that issue restart?
So after the breathing, where did it restart?
So yeah, technically, yeah.
So after that, she needed to sell some of her cosmetics. That's where that started because there was no issue at that point. So that's it. I think that it's one of those things. It's like not to like sound cocky or anything, but the conversation gets juicy when it's about me. I'm the top pick in the topic, so that's just what it is. She knows that the people are going to tune in, they're going to stream, they're going to come in, or whatever the case may be, and that's it. She wanted to sell some of her cosmetics. That's all.
Well,
Thank you, Soulfluencer.
how do you feel about Black Diamond?
I care nothing about her. I think she is genius, and she needs to keep getting her money. She's moving like a Florida girl supposed to, strategically and without a fucking care. Get your money, sis. Shout out to Black Diamond.
So I'm going to expound on that a little bit because I know you know all the tea. With the recent situation that happened with Braid, do you feel she was justified?
What happened with Braid? I don't think Black Diamond did anything outside of being Black Diamond. I don't think she did anything unusual. I think that the blame falls on those who she affected because it's their fault that they believed anything other than what she has displayed and she showed and she's told since she's been on this app. So no, it's on them. She ain't doing no wrong.
I understand that. Let's get into a couple more platform questions, and then I'll go back into the messy questions. I got a lot of messy questions off on you, but I definitely still got a lot more to go. So, for the record, again, when I say for the record, these are things that have not been corrected or clarified in the streets. Are you a parent?
Not biologically, no.
When you say not biologically, you have like stepkids?
I don't want to say stepkids. I'm not married to their father.
Okay. Well, no, that's still the same thing. I mean, because even if you're no longer married, that attachment still happened when you were married. So
Hmm.
I still say stepchildren. Okay. So do you want to have kids?
No.
Okay. I respect that. Hey, I respect the woman that knows rather than going with the standard of you have to and doing it, and then yeah, it goes left. So I respect that. Is there anything you would change about your persona on the app?
No.
Nothing, HB.
Nope. Not a thing.
Nothing.
I work very strategically to create this persona. Very hard.
I'm laughing because I know you're serious, but it's like that's wild. Because I know, like me, the little bit of backlash I've gotten for going to hell has been like, damn, I feel bad. So you don't want to change any of that.
No. Thank you, Blank Plate.
Do you feel you're owed an apology from anyone on the app?
No. I used to feel that. Well, no, I don't. No. It all worked out.
Who did you used to feel that way with?
Um, just people that I confided in on the app that I felt like were friends of mine. But yeah.
I understand that. So I do understand that you're moving your platform possibly to YouTube to start cooking. What is your favorite style of food to cook?
Italian food, like pastas.
Oh, you just touched my heart. When I tell you I'm an Italian food fan, I'm talking about everything from cannelloni, spaghetti, fettuccine, pizza, everything. I love everything Italian. So, hell yes. Oh my God, between Chef with the soul food and you with the Italian food, I'm going to be off TikTok my damn self and I'm going to be watching damn recipes all day. So someone that said Rachel, I said someone said Rachel. Someone named Rachel said, HB, how we gift you.
How do you gift me?
Yeah.
You would have to come over to my platform to gift me, and then you can go back to Sh3go's.
Yes. So if you want to gift HB, you can go over there. Like I said, you are more than welcome to support both lives. Go over there. Make sure you tap her screen because we would not have the interview if she was not here. And that is how you would be able to gift her because we're doing a co-host. Okay. So what do you hold more dear, love or money?
Money.
I don't believe that. Thank you, Rachel. I don't believe that. For real?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Amused.
Hey, okay. Hey, you said it. I'm not going to doubt it because, like you said, like I said in the beginning, I felt like you were being very genuine, very honest, and I still feel like it. So, do you want to experience real love again?
Thank you, Nurse Son. No, not for real. Not gonna lie.
Well, damn.
Thank
Okay.
you, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel's showing out. Shout out to Rachel, MVP in the building.
Thank you, beautiful.
So what do you have? What advice do you have for women in coochie talk?
Um, uh, I don't know the saying truly about the whole pride thing, but there is a lot of it in the community, and I think that they should put that to the side and like really just be a little bit more confident or whatever and just get out there. I notice a lot of insecure women in the community and a lot of scared ones. I don't know if they're scared of rejection. I don't know what they're afraid of. A lot of them that, I don't know, it's just thirsty. Like there's a shortage or something. There isn't because, I mean, there can't be. There are like 30 bitches in my DM. So I don't know. They should just really put themselves out there and just be confident because I really love a confident woman. But I noticed that the studs are a little weak. They're a lot less confident. They are.
Thank you, Rachel. Oh my God. Thank you for the support. I don't know about to crash at. I'm glad that you mentioned that because I have a message about that as well. And I don't want to keep, make you feel like, I'm delving into you or anything or trying to overly
You're
hype you
fine.
up. But this is genuinely how I feel. You are a strong, independent, and some would consider crafty woman. What made you this way?
Um, I've always been very manipulative, but that stemmed from just getting fucked over, or taken advantage of. So with too much of that, you do get a little ruthless, right? You turn cold, you shut down, your guards are up. So, and I'm always in like survival mode too, for a lot of different reasons. But I go out of my way to protect myself. And with doing so, sometimes I have to, I don't want to put that out. I just do what I got to do to protect me. I do what I got to do to protect me. That's all.
I want you to feel as if this is a space where you can let your guard down. I want you to feel comfortable in explaining how you have to go through being fucked over, but I also want you to feel comfortable about speaking about it. So if you don't feel comfortable, I also want you to know that you don't have to. But I did hear you pause for a second to say, I'm not going to say that. You don't have to feel like this is a space where you can't speak about how you feel about being fucked over. Because one thing as a woman, I know what the fuck that feels like, and I know what it feels like to put your guard up and have to, which little part of myself, do everything from self medicate with alcohol to isolate to be able to avoid how you really feel about it. So that's just a little piece of me so you can feel more comfortable speaking about what you have to do to
Well, I
feel,
guess I'll say to sum it up, it's like nothing lasts forever. I look at human beings like everybody's around for a season and a reason. Nobody's in your life for on accident or for no reason at all. I don't care if you just had a 10-minute conversation with them and the line at, a grocery store. There's a purpose behind everybody that you meet, but nothing is forever unless you pass while knowing them, whatever the case may be. So it has to end, and it's gonna end a couple of ways. You know what I mean? Like either one or two ways. And I just always make sure that when it ends, I'm not, it's not hard for me to get over. But if I find myself getting to a point where, it would be out of my control. If it came to that, I'll go ahead and self-sabotage just to get out of there on my own. I do the same thing with family members. I only come around on holidays. If one of them died today, I promise you it wouldn't affect me too crazy because I don't see you on a daily basis anyways. I see you every now and then. I don't do too much texting or no mushy shit. So thank you, Sadari. So it's one of those things for me. Just making sure that I protect myself.
so in you speaking, I noticed that you mentioned that you self sabotage. Do you think you do that on here too?
Yes, absolutely. If I find myself really, really, really liking and connecting and bonding with somebody. Yeah, I do.
So, in speaking in that, thank you so much. I'm going to change this question because I'm going to tell you how I originally had it worded. The original question was, why did you and Cash have an issue? And it was a messy question. Now I want to ask, did you self sabotage the situation with Cash? Because I know that you really said that she was really your friend and you really fucked with her and you defended her. Did you self sabotage that or was there an issue there for real?
Yeah, I was disappointed in her. I didn't self-sabotage. I feel safe with Cash. Yeah, I feel really safe with Cash. So that's one of the people on the app that I genuinely do care about. Hi, London. I hope you can walk today.
So since we already have the answer of it not being self sabotage out there, let's go ahead and get the rest of the question out. You said you were disappointed in her. Why?
I don't like to see people that I care about, I grow to care about getting effed over. So to sit back and witness that, and her allow it, and her being so blind where she can't say it, and I felt responsible for it too because I'm the one that encouraged the relationship. It was that was making me mad. But I have to understand too that I can't control my friends. So sometimes I be wanting people to think like me with the whole protect yourself thing or whatever the case may be. So It was bothering me.
I get that. So that messy question only chimed in because we went right to the subject. But let's get back to the platform questions. So my bad if I'm a little stuck just because I was processing what you said. What's the worst comment you've heard about yourself so far?
That I'm ugly. It's cap. Like, 'cause at that point, you're just saying shit. I don't. I like honest comments. I like things that are more so they're questioning They're questioning it. I like comments that where you're just being funny. But when you just get to saying shit, I think it's awky. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because one thing I can say again in honesty and transparency, I remember you got into me one time before and we went at it because I disagreed with something that you had said. But one thing I've never said is HB is ugly because that would be a fucking lie. I may not like everything that she says necessarily, which I think that we all have an opinion on the way that we speak on here or the way that we respond to certain things. But I started off this live saying you're gorgeous, and I'm going to still say that throughout this live. You are a very beautiful woman. And that's why I wish we would be able to see more selfie content because you're gorgeous.
So I am a natural person, right? I like to do the natural thing. I like to wear my natural hair. I don't know how to do makeup to save my life, so I don't be doing all that. I'm very simple, right? And I noticed on Messy Talk, when you're like that, they look at that like you have the inability to do all the glamorous stuff. I don't feel like I require it, so I don't do it. To keep that, even when I do get a weave or something, it's like so much maintenance. I don't even know how to do a freaking braid. Like I don't know. Poozy said Leos can't be ugly. I agree, Poos.
I feel like, what's she saying?
Leos can't be ugly.
I feel like, first off, Natural Talk has its own lane. And I keep telling people that we're so stuck in Messy Talk in their standards that we forget there's a whole other part of TikTok. And that is why, I don't know if you noticed, if you saw your promo, I pulled one of your videos from when you had your hair out. Mm-hmm. Reason. Because when I was doing research, I was like, damn, why she don't show people this out? Like, she's really fucking pretty. And you have real hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, the comments about the wigs and stuff, I did see some lives where it didn't really bother you, but you was making comments about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put on my hat. You know what I'm saying? You were being funny about it. I was like, she doesn't even need to wear that because she has natural hair.
Yeah.
So, I would just hope that after this interview, I know it's not going to be directly after because you have to have time to process and get comfortable with it. But I would hope that little by little you can start showing more of yourself because you are a pretty girl.
I will. So next week is Wednesday will be the day that I start consecutively going live every single night for 1 hour, and I will be cammed up the entire time, no matter what I'm doing. Whether I'm in the bed, whether I'm on the sofa, whether I'm cooking, every live will be on camera. But it'll be 1 hour live.
It's a good start here because, like you said, you're making the transition to YouTube. So though we're not going to see much of your face during cooking, we're still going to have to see your face. We want to see you eat the food. And then sometimes people want to see you interact, especially if you're playing Messy Talk in the background. We're going to still want to hear like, girl, what you think about what she just said? You see what I'm saying? So
and I'm very shy too. I'm very shy. So in order for me to be like looser or interacting like that on, because my first time drinking was last year, thanks to Messy Talk, my first time ever drinking liquor and stuff. So it's like I have to be inebriated in order to get into this Heartbreaker character on camera because I'm extremely shy. So that's another thing that I be trying to like child prevent.
So the first time you drink is with Messy Talk?
Yes. The first time I took a flight, the first time I went to a nightclub, it's the first time for everything. The first time dealing with a stud, the first time coming out as a full lesbian. Messy Talk brought it up out of me. So yeah, the first time for a lot of shit.
So I will say this, and I don't want to keep interrupting my messages, but I'm glad I did do this interview because I'm getting to understand you a lot more Because people think at 34 we've already done everything. You already drank, you smoked, you did other stuff, you experimented, but we forget about the people that take their time into doing certain things for whatever reason.
Hold
Be
on,
it
Sh3go. Thank you so much, Rachel, for the CA and all of your support from me and Sh3go. I really do appreciate you. I mean, just messy talk, period. I saw you doing your
here,
round.
Rachel, because you show it
Thank you,
out.
Rachel.
Thank you.
I'm 34, Amber.
Yes, and we're the same
And
age.
Sh3go's 34 too.
Yes, I am. So that's why I was saying, for me, I can even say a lot of the things I started drinking at 16. Not a good thing, but my first alcoholic drink was at 16. So
Well, I guess if you count that, I was like 12 and I tried my mom's Four Loco, but like I wasn't drinking. If that makes sense. But
you mean drinking? Like you mean like actually getting to feel it and really getting to feel it.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. My first alcoholic beverage was 12, but I actually had my first drunk experience at 16. So it's still the same thing, where you didn't really get to. I
my
wouldn't
first
say
time getting drunk was on my birthday last year. My mom gave me pretty much all the drinks. She gave me weed too, and I was drunk and I was high and I passed out. I've never been drunk outside of that. I never was drunk before that, and I never was drunk after that. My only time I've ever been drunk for real was on my birthday last year. Any other time I was full of shit.
Okay. Well, speaking of, I do have to get into something a little bit more deep. So I was going to wait for the subject, but it is kind of flowing into it. So we'll see you party on live. And when I mean the ski resort situation.